Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Erica with KPS, Groupin' Poopin' Scoopin' for short. Today I really wanted to talk about Facebook. In 1 mile, turn right. So I posted in a Facebook group over the weekend, which I've done this before. This isn't my first rodeo. I've been there, done that. I post in a lot of groups. Well, this group in particular is a new group. And so I decided to make a post because you're allowed to post on there on Thursdays and Fridays. Make sure if you're posting in groups to network and market, here's some of my tips. One, don't spam. Don't be spammy. Don't be salesy. Don't be over the top. If you're going to post one time a week, and make sure you read the rules of the groups. A lot of the groups that I'm in, there's one in particular. There's this one group, like, they will get you. If you post in there, they are on top of it. The admins don't play any games. They will write a little comment referring back to the rules. Read rule, I believe it's 7, or maybe it's 1, I don't know. No advertising or no posting other than Mondays. So I've learned, for the most part, if I'm gonna do posts, I post one time a week in the buy, sell, trade groups, and I post on Mondays. Well, I was invited into a new group, and you can only post on Fridays and Saturdays. So I decided to make a post. A lot of times in there, you'll get people that'll say like, oh wow, that's a lot of poop. Like, they'll make jokes. Then you'll get the person that's in there that was like, wow, I didn't know there was a service like this that existed. How much? So I don't ever talk prices on the feed because everybody's price is different. So what I do is I ask them, I said, can I send you a private message? And then usually they respond. And a lot of times what I do is if I ask them if I can send a private message, I will go to their profile and in the messenger, and I'll do that weird, creepy wavy thing with that wavy hand. I don't really understand what the wave's for, but I always do that first. I'll do the wave, I ask them if I could send them a message, and ask them a couple questions. And for the most part, they'll say, yeah, of course. So I do that, and then I slide into their messages and I say, hey, this is Erica from Groupin' Poopin' Scoopin'. Thank you so much for inquiring or reaching out or blah, 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 whatever it is I say. And then I say, may I ask you a couple questions? And they say, yeah. And I already have my questions typed out, right? Where are you located? How many dogs do you have? What size is your yard? How long has it been since your last cleanup? Boom. Then they answer those questions and I can give them their quote. Bada bing, bada boom. It's good. But then you get the people in the feed that's like, oh, lazy people shouldn't own dogs. So two things go through my mind. One, I want to light this person up, right? But I can't, because we got to stay professional. We have to stay professional in these feeds. We can't cuss. We can't be irate, because anything these days can be screenshotted and it can be published, put out there for the masses. So you have to be really careful and you have to control yourself. I am a firm believer in respond, don't react. So I don't ever write anything back when I'm mad or I'm angry. And I get defensive because I take my business very seriously. We're providing a service out there that people need. And it's not because they're lazy. It's not because they don't take care of their dogs. It's because most of my clients, they're busy. They're dual income households. They're both working. A lot of them have children. The last thing that they want to go do is go out there and clean up their dog waste. And there's nothing wrong with hiring somebody to do so. But with those type of people, you're not going to convince them. Like, they're either A, trolls, B, they're the type that you're not going to be able to change their mind. They're set in their ways. So yeah, you can write a comment back, but if you do, make sure it's not nasty. You don't want to be that business owner that does it. But what happens is you get people that go in there that agree with them. Then you also get people that hop in there and they're like, then they start kind of advocating for you on your behalf. And it's pretty cool to see that, and especially when your customers hop in there and they start tearing that person up, and you can kind of just sit back and watch it. it gets wild and it gets really aggressive in these buy-sell trade groups. So my like tip or word of advice when you post in these buy-sell trade groups, a little summary. 1, make sure you read the rules of the group, all right? Don't be spammy, don't be super salesy. Try to provide some type of education when you make your post. Don't post your website. If you don't post your website, because Facebook wants to stay within Facebook, right? With the algorithms. So if you post in Facebook with an outside link such as your email address, the visibility drops down on your post. That's what I've noticed anyways. That's just my personal experience. So don't be salesy, don't be spammy, don't post outside links, post something of some type of value. Definitely read those rules. Make sure that you are allowed to post on that page, because you don't want to be that person where they're like, oh, this guy again or this girl again. And you got to have a tough skin in these posts, because people are going to come at you. They're going to come at your customers. So you want to respond. Don't react. You need to be professional. You need to be courteous. And when you do respond back, if you do, make sure you spell everything right and your punctuation's right, because those grammar police are going to come at you. They won't even talk about your poop scooping. They're going to come at you about your grammar and about your spelling. I know from personal experience. I spelled flies wrong when I made a post one time. I had several people come into my messages, my DM, that was like, great post, I really liked it, it was very educational, but can you please correct flies? Right now I don't even remember what it was, F-L-I-E-S or F-L-Y apostrophe S. Yes, I did, F-L-Y apostrophe S. And then that's not the correct way to do it. So I've learned from my mistakes. I try to be better about my grammar and about my punctuation, but it happens. And the grammar police will definitely come, grammar and punctuation and spelling police. They will come out of the woodworks and they will correct you. So if you think that people aren't seeing your post and they're not watching you, spell something wrong. And they will let you know that you spelt it wrong and that they are watching you. That's a little insider tip that I've learned along the way. So I hope this was of some value to you guys. Happy posting in groups. Get yourself out there. It's free networking. It's free marketing. If you have any tips or suggestions, leave them in the comments, and please subscribe.